Hello everyone, it's Wednesday, so that means we're streaming. I'm Odie Black Mage, and we are continuing our adventure with Spiritfarer. Hope everyone's having a nice middle of the week. Let's go ahead and get started. I spent most of today working on the Bravely Default 2 job analysis slash combo guide slash other things I want to talk about. And I have to say, because I finished the review's on the short end, but I want to post the job guide before I post the review. That's right, we visited new islands. We have a whole bunch of islands, we have a whole bunch of people to talk to, we have a whole bunch of things to do. And I promptly forgot what I originally said I was going to do. How's it going, Starshine? How's it going, Sam? So if we make corn dogs and noodle soup, we'll actually get 4,500 glim for that. That's worth it. I can look at my recipe guide to see how we make corn dogs. We need eggs, because look at all these eggs. Man, just getting eggs and making these things. I bet pancakes is just flour and eggs. But, 10,000 glim. 15,000 glim for this stuff. Man, why are we working with this chunk change down here? We probably need honey, and honey's probably very expensive. We do need more sugarcane seed. Whoa. Is the mint collectible card first edition, Source of the Reunion. Black Thunder Lotus. Nice. I tell this story all the time because it's both incredibly it's a good vote of friendship, but also incredibly sad when you think about it. So, Magic the Gathering, one of the most legendarily expensive cards, like the Black Lotus Flower. I, at one time, owned a Black Lotus Flower. It wasn't originally mine. It was given to me by a friend who introduced me to Magic the Gathering, and he gifted it to me because it was like his favorite card. Obviously, it's super OP, but it wasn't worth like $10,000 back then. It was very, very valuable, but it wasn't worth that much. So he gave it to me, and then his family had to move away to England, and I really wasn't going to talk to him again because the internet wasn't really a thing. It was hard to keep track of people overseas, so as far as I was concerned, it was goodbye. And to be honest, I still haven't spoken to him in all these years. But I gave him back the deck of cards he gave me that he introduced me to Magic the Gathering in, which included his Black Lotus card. So I gave him a card that is now worth $10,000, even though it's technically his to begin with. I tell that story all the time. I can't prove it, he's the only one who knows. I know it's true, but it is what it is. I'm still selling this because it's only worth $2,000 now. Must be a reprint. Okay. I know we have a ton of stuff to do. Talk to Giovanni, because he's been cheating on Astrid. Ferment something in the cellar. I think we're working on that already. And we gotta improve their house. Alright. Did we do everything on this island that we wanted to do? I wonder. Oh, there's a bus stop. Of course. This is probably tuna. Let's just get on here real fast. I hope it's tuna. Alright. Let's talk to Giovanni, see what's going on. But yeah, I finished the... Oh, I wonder what we can do here. Oh, so it automatically comes with a little baby chick.
Mm-hmm.
So if we put an egg, we get a chicken. Interesting. Do we do anything with it, or does it just grow up to be a chicken? Oh yeah, we got tuna. Let's do it. Yep, here we go. Hey Umber, how's it going? We're catching a new tuna. I hope. We're also growing chickens. The yellowfin tuna. I really need to move this. I wonder if we do rice flour. If that would be better. Oh, that's right, we have to talk to Giovanni, who I think is talking to Astrid, and is probably getting kicked out of his house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm on the home stretch of the job analysis guide, because, and maybe this is just the case, nobody online that I saw has all of the stat breakdowns for each of the proficiency bonuses or the changes between each class. Like, nobody's cataloged that. So I went through, pretty much spent all day today just looking through, calculating, and rechecking between all the characters what a stat boost is between changing one job to another, whether or not you maximized it or not. So hopefully some people appreciate the number crunching that I put in this. It's stuff that I didn't know going in. It's stuff that you really don't need to know unless you really want to crunch numbers. You don't need to do that for this game. But if you care about it, then it's there. At the very least, it can help clear up some confusion some people have. Well, oh, this class has like the highest attack rate, or this class, like, you know, Neo Cross Slash is better than Body Slam or versus, say, Pressure Point. Like, what are the different attacks when you really compare them in a static field? Like, it doesn't matter which one's better because they all just do kind of the same thing. But that's not the point of the, Wow, these little guys incubate fast. And I guess when they become chickens, they will jump up here and they'll lay down eggs. Alright, well. Oh, I guess we have to feed them stuff. What do chickens like to eat? I guess corn seeds? Wait. Yeah, I guess we could try corn seeds. Alright, too dark. And the JP thing is crazy too, because I tried looking up what other people have recommended in terms of JP, like collection, and man, a lot of people don't have consistent information on that. Also, I haven't seen anybody recommend what I thought was the best, which is what I use, which is farming Mushu. Mushu is the rare monster that's in the Savalon Underground. He's like the purple snake that's in that oasis. He has like, I think, 27,000 HP. But by the time you come back, and you can take him on pretty easy. And if you're at the point, especially if you have Godspeed Strike, especially if you have Mimic, which is the mastered ability from Freelancer, or the legend ability from Freelancer, which you won't get till the very end of the game, but hey, you're probably not going to be grinding everything till the end of the game anyway. That you're going to be potentially getting, at that point in time, anywhere from 800 to 2000 JP in about 20 seconds. Because unlike other people where it's like, yes, he's not the highest base JP, which he's just like 300. He's not the highest. However, he is the quickest. Because everyone else like is recommending, oh, just farm JP orbs, just farm JP orbs. That takes time, man. And it's also luck based. Yes, there are ways you can use to improve that luck, but that takes time. Instead, also, same wikis aren't reliably farmable either. So instead, just farming Mushu, who's easy, quick, has huge bonuses you can add on top of it, and is super quick to respawn. It's so easy. I was able to get everybody up to level 15, job level, in about an hour. It's crazy. So, I'm pulling up the recipe guide because I'm like, crap, what have I not made? Actually, hold on, real fast. Does this match with what the recipe guide tells me? Oh, it does. Oh, that's convenient. So I can actually cross-reference this with the guide and see what I don't have so far. Alright, so after lobster and between grilled veggie is snow crab. Oh, I haven't just done a snow crab? Okay, well there we go. We're gonna complete all the recipes. Cook all the things. I know we need more sugarcane for sure. Get some mystery seeds going. Oh, we have a... Oh, so we actually have a cow. Sure. That is the fastest milker in the West. What do you feed cows anyway? I'm gonna feed you... I mean, don't they graze? So I'm guessing something leafy would be nice. Here's some celery. Alright, let's... Yeah, we got some milk. Let's shear all the sheep. I feel like our list of chores has just grown. Yeah, the review's done, I just have to edit it. I thought about, and this is where the challenge always comes in. Hey Shadows, hey Justin, how's it going, man? Happy St. Patty's Day. I forgot it's St. Patty's Day. I'm sure you two haven't. Oh, I just saw your message, Justin. But let's see. I haven't seen it, honestly. I also have to say this too. I don't know if I want to step into that realm where, like the very first Bravely Default, I posted it in the first week that it came out, And I can't always help but wonder, like, did I help or hinder that game by just telling everyone the story before they had a chance to play it? Because for some people, they're not going to play a game once they know the story, especially RPGs where they already know the ending or they already know the twist. Nice. Alright, next recipe is after plain rice. That is shellfish stew. Shellfish and a veggie. We never did that? Amazing. So shellfish. Oh, it has to be a veggie or a mushroom. Not a leaf veggie. Okay. Got it. But yeah, it's like I have all the footage. I could do a recap of Bravely Default 2 right now. But I don't want to though, is the thing. I almost feel like I want to go ahead and take the time and make it, but just not post it for like say 6 months. Because I think in 6 months, anybody who really wanted to play it would have played it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's surviving on just cherries in this boat. I don't think it actually matters what you feed them, as long as you feed them something. I could be wrong. There's a strange attention to detail in this game. Did I feed you? We got hardshell clams up in here. I bet that the moment I post the review, and or I post the review and the guide, people are going to be like, "When's the recap?" And there's not going to be a recap for quite a while. All right, I know we need to go to Amberbark Town. I remember that. Yeah, find the woodworker hanging around in Amberbark Town. We have bounce, so maybe we can get in. Maybe we can get up there now. Oh, this is done already. We really didn't have shellfish stew. Amazing. All right, so bread. Next is noodle soup. Noodle soup is just rice flour? Really? I don't think it's accurate, but all right. All right, let's go catch us some fire seeds. Oops. All right, he likes fine dining and exotic things. Here's some shrimp tempura. Oh, you want anything fried? Okay. Lobster roll. Oh no, he likes acquired taste, and he's not fine dining. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. Aren't you supposed to be hiding somewhere on the boat? Yeah. Alright, so he's all about jumping into bed with literally anyone, and he's not apologetic about it. Another lounge. Ah. let's do this. I kind of don't want to build another Laos just for Giovanni. He's kind of fallen out of good graces in general. But if that's his thing, I guess. Got it. The main thing is the fire glow seeds. Like, the glim is great, but we're all about the fire glow seeds here now. Stella needs to make some golden run faster boots is what she needs to do. That's a lot. Yeah, got them all, baby. I say as a missing one. Ooh, nice recovery. I guess having all these platforms and ladders everywhere isn't such a bad thing. That might be the end of it. Yep. Okay. I think we have to adjust this constantly to it. Figured it would be a year. I do usually wait, but sometimes I don't mean to wait a year. I usually mean to wait a year when it's games that I just have a strong feeling are going to have some sort of DLC, like Kingdom Hearts, and I was right about that. There's some companies and some series that you can just kind of tell, like, alright, they're going to have story DLC. Like, Resident Evil is going to have story DLC. Resident Evil 8 absolutely is going to. They've kind of been doing it for all the major ones so far. Sucks, but that is what it is. We'll see. I'll be honest, you did kind of fool yourself, which surprises me given how bossy you are. But I guess even you were weak to your emotions. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, before you leave, do you want to at least eat something? Alright, before you go, I'll give you a hug for the road. Thanks for the fish. King salmon. Meanwhile, Giovanni's actually over here. He's like, I'm gonna lay down low. It's just right over there. He would like shrimp tempura. Oh no, that was exotic. That wasn't. I'm so dumb. Whatever. But I already feel like I'm so behind on recaps because I've posted one for about a month that I don't want to take the time to do Bravely Default 2, a recap that I'm not going to show for who knows how many months anyway, just to get it out of the way. Like, I don't have that amount of time. I just feel so stretched. Alright, next recipe is after Fisherman's Pie. And it's a cherry pie. Cherry and flour. We have cherries, so we have flour. I think we're supposed to just give the chickens whatever feed and seeds we don't want, and we have a lot of. Like, I wonder if I feed them fire glow seeds, if they would like that. It may not matter. Alright. It's only been 2 weeks since Killer 7. Oh, has it? Okay, it feels like it's been longer. Thanks for letting me know that. In my mind, it feels like it's been a month. Alright, so we're gonna go find the woodcutter friend. And just say, when is Jack 2 happening? I don't know. Is this dude gonna follow us the entire time? Wow, balance really does bounce high. Uh-oh. Another graphical glitch. I can't read what you're saying. I don't know I don't know what you're saying. Gosh darn it, game. Oh. Okay, it was nothing important. Good. Oh, hey, here we go. Woodworker. Food I can do. Surf and turf. What is surf and turf anyway? I know I've heard of it, but what exactly is it? That's not fish and chips, is it? Surf and turf. It's just seafood and raw meat. Oh, okay. Interesting. Just in that YouTuber grind mindset. I know, speaking of grinding, good lord. Just for that, I'm gonna saw down a tree for you. What you gonna do about it? Alright, so according to the recipe guide, there is actually surf and turf, and it's any crustacean and beef, which we have. So we can actually make that right now. we only have the snow crab? Okay, lobster also counts as a crustacean. Wait, we can't combine it with meat? Oh, we need beef. We actually need beef. The surfacer... Well, here's the thing. I don't eat beef. Oh, I do have beef. It's right over here. I don't eat beef, so I wouldn't know what surf and turf really was, because I never would have eaten it. If it's shellfish and beef, then I wouldn't have eaten it. I'm sure you can substitute other things, because the whole concept is, like you just said there, Jax, it's sea meat and land meat together. You can just kind of do whatever. So I'm sure chicken or turkey with shrimp is surf and turf. Which makes sense. Surf and turf, water and land. But yeah, I really don't order that sort of stuff. I'm very picky when it comes to my seafood. Alright, let's get some milk. I love that this cow produces bottled milk. Already pasteurized and everything. Oh, we actually got something. Oh, we can make yogurt. You don't eat meat? No, I don't eat beef. I eat meat. I just don't eat beef, specifically. I love stuff like bacon. I love chicken. I love shrimp. It's my favorite. I just literally had fried shrimp for my dad's birthday. I just don't specifically eat beef. Okay. I can't help but wonder if the trees are only producing 3 and 4 because maybe I didn't water them as often or sing to them, and this one's producing so much because when Summer was alive, well, you know, not passed on that is, she was singing to these trees to help them grow. Like, these were grown with love, that's why they bear more, and these are just kind of grown whatever, and so they're kind of producing whatever. Alright, well, it's nighttime. We need to build a lounge, which we should definitely have materials for. I think it's stupid that I'm building a second lounge, but whatever. Oh no, that was the guest house. He wants a lounge. Alright, zinc. We need some zinc. This is probably pub food too, for when Mac wants something. Ooh, we need zinc. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna go visit our friend and go get ourselves some more zinc, because well, we only have 2 left. That's not good. Actually, in which case, let's just go get the woodsmith. But yeah, Brilliant Default 2. I know a lot of you in Discord are enjoying it, or at least I hope you're enjoying it. I know you're playing it. Yep. Yeah, no. Okay, well, I guess that's what we do, is we're going to Oxbury. Stop blocking the door, I can't leave. Ugh, what a jerk. Just because I cut down some public land trees, you know, they grow back. What difference does it make? Okay. You have zinc. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll just sail straight to you. We'll pick up some falling stars along the way. Alright, we're gonna plant more sugar, because we need more sugar. Giovanni, you gonna start this event for me or what? There we go. These guys are always tricky. We're gonna try to play the meta. Just stay up top. Because if you want them to stay in one area, you kind of have to stay in one area, not go after everything you see. It's better to let them come to you. By the way, some people are enjoying spring break. I don't know if anyone here is. It's so staggered. Over here in Texas, there's some places that are on spring break right now. Or, I think next week. Allie kind of halfway paid attention to it. It doesn't really concern me. Okay. Wasn't great, but it is what it is. Alright, next is, after the veggie pot pie, calamari rings, which is squid and flour, right? Hey, what's up, Comrade Stanley? What do you need today? You want to do a play? A theater play? You have a story you have to tell. It's gonna be great. So invite all your friends. So sauerkraut is a acquired taste. Where is more pub food? There we go, yeah, fried surf. Surf and turf is definitely pub food. Fish sticks, here we go. Now we're talking. That's some good chow, Scout. Pub food's the best. Trust me, Mickey here is not gonna kill you in your sleep for one more day. We're gonna need a lot more zinc, so we're just gonna plant that all the way through. Oh, I was trying to figure out we planted silver here. Okay. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. So here's what's on the menu, Starshine. How's it going? We are going to work on trying to get a woodcutter onto our boat. Astrid and Giovanni are having a spat. We're cooking every single recipe we can. Tuna tataki. Tuna and a savory veggie. Is that what sauerkraut is? What is a savory veggie? Oh, it's probably like onions or something like that. Or maybe tomatoes. But they're not really savory. Alright, so we can't do... I don't think we have a savory vegetable. Yeah, we don't have a savory vegetable just yet, so we'll skip that one. Hot milk is just dairy. Okay. Well, we just recently got milk, so there we go. That's a quick turnaround. It doesn't matter that we're in the rain anyway. We'll just be getting a lot of, That's helping our plants. Alright, so mock gruel. Next is clam chowder. Dairy and any clam. Okay. Now we got yogurt. Invite your favorite friends to Stanley's play. That probably means talk to everybody in the boat. South Point Docks. Which is at 1 in 100. Have we even been there? This is 1 in 100. Am I reading that right? Or is that 1 out of 100? No, that's 1 out of 100. Oh, he wants us to have 100 lemons, is what he wants us to do. Okay. I don't have 100 lemons. North Sea Pier. Alright. Hey Griffin, how's it going? Umber, you have a good night. Hey Gallagher, how's it going? You earned Lulu's Celestial Weapon? That took effort. The 200 lightning bolts, I never felt that was worth it. Besides, you could always craft a better weapon than the ultimate weapons. The ultimate weapons were like a starting point. Where is North Sea? Here it is, North Sea Pier. Alright, so we're going to bump over there. We'll go talk to Olga too. Yeah. I know there's a... actually... I know we probably shouldn't, but it's a new area. We can't pass up a new area. Alright, got ourselves some clam chowder. Next is... after the squid skewers... grilled octopus. Oh, we never just grilled an octopus, huh? Alright. There are a lot of simple ones that we didn't do one ingredient meals. Oh, Bessie over here is ready for something more. In the fishing game, always have music. Only when you're fighting a tuna. If you're catching a tuna, then it gets its own unique theme. That's only because tuna's hardcore. So here's the thing, if we're traveling at full speed, we could leave the windmill at the top height and it'll be perfectly fine. You only really have to worry about adjusting it if you're constantly stopping and starting. But if you just kind of leave it alone at 1, I think it would be fine. Alright, after rice pudding is eggs sunny side up. We don't have any eggs yet. Let's check out our chickens. Hey, you guys all grew up. So what happens to any chicks that don't, we don't keep? Does that turn into chicken parts for us? Something to think about. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for that to produce eggs. Can you feed the chickens chicken? I can't say I have. Really? You're not gonna ledge grab that? Come on. Okay. I guess we're gonna get a new thing to get up on. I don't know. That just seems like a come back later kind of thing. Oh. Built it. I put these containers here. It was my dream. Don't judge me. There's already gold in these containers, though. Alright.
Oh.
I have nowhere to go, so I just complain a lot. That is very relatable. We actually needed some copper. Wait, is that Astrid in the next room? It is. What the hell are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Feels bullied by Mickey? Oh my gosh. Astrid is so picky. Zinc. Always a pleasure. Come on, Stella. You're not gonna ledge grab that? There, okay. Gave it to me. We could use this zinc, it's fine. I think we're good here. Wait. How do we get out? Okay, good. Phew. Can I talk to you? Okay. Thank you. Alright, so there's something up top there, but I can't get to that door just yet. This is definitely a comeback later kind of thing. But hey, we got some zinc. It wasn't a complete loss. We got some treasure. It works out. Let's just make some zinc. I'm gonna shift around my squeaky chair a bunch. just feels so uncomfortable right now. It's just so humid. I need to drink more water is what I need to do. Alright, too much, I get it. You can get up there, you bounce higher if you do consecutive bounces. Takes a bit of timing. Interesting. I guess we can go back and try. Actually, we need to crush some stuff. We definitely need to crush some sugar. I think we should crush some sunflower too. Cornflower is always good. We don't have enough of that. And we could always use more fat. Not personally, but yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. That might be the edge of the known world. Hey, we have a yellowfish tuna over here. So we'll hit that. We'll hit arena. And then we'll hit the bus. Actually, wait. We said we were going to try again. Hold on, hold on. I swear I have a goldfish memory sometimes. Flounder? I don't think we've had flounder. Anybody have anything interesting to talk about tonight? Don't have any interesting topics of my own. It's not like this is a podcast and I prepare things. I usually just kind of, you know, talk or rant about whatever comes to the top of my head. Alright, we are going to attempt to jump as high as we can. Oh, you're right, you can. Wow, nice tip. Thank you, Jax. First try. Oh, sweet. Okay. Make an NCAA bait. Man, I couldn't even name like a single NCAA team if my life depended on it. I literally struggle right now to think of one. Like, I can't name... Actually, I can't name any. I can't name any NCAA teams. You know this. Wait, do you think on that first trampoline there was something? Because there were 2 trampolines. No. Wait. There's a chest there. Hey, here we go. Secrets, baby. A cobia. I don't think I've ever heard of one of those. Look at us figuring out these secrets. But now he learned the mastery of bouncing. I don't suppose there was something on the other side, was there? No, there's not. Okay, now we can leave. Can't name... No, I never paid attention to my college sports. I literally do not remember the team that played at my own college. I never went to a single game. Honestly, the more I forget about college, the better I feel. Okay, let's talk to them about the whatever play. Oh. Thanks. So he doesn't want to talk about the play? Okay. Or maybe we just have... Oh, another person to go to Oxbury. Why do I get the feeling he's setting up an explosive for the Oxbury? We need to get a big stadium full of a lot of people. A lot of people who like deviant art. Get them together in one place. And we're gonna need lots of explosives for entertainment purposes. So, Comrade Stanley, are you planning something nefarious? No, why would you think that, friend? I am just a big fan of theater. Oh, okay. If you say so. Did I ever tell you about the great cleansing of all the Bohemians in old country? I'm like, no, I don't think you ever have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our cow gives us a lot of milk, which I appreciate. Who's your favorite Xeno girl? I don't think I have a favorite. I know it sounds boring, but it's true. So I'm trying to think. In Xenosaga, I don't think I liked any of the ladies all that much. In Xenoblade, I don't love any. I just don't love most of the ladies that much in that particular game series. We still need cleared glass sheet. Can we build? What is it, a foundry that we need or something? Smithy. Oh, and we need silica powder. We can build it. Silica powder is limestone, I think. Yeah, quartz. Okay. Jim Jam, you're not lactose intolerant, but milk isn't that good. It's really just not that good. Like, it's not. I like milk. Though I have to say, I prefer the lighter milk. Like, I don't prefer whole milk. I use it for cooking a lot. But I don't prefer to drink whole milk by itself. I actually do prefer the watered down milk, like 2% or skim milk, which I know is just watered down milk, but at the same time, I prefer that. Do we have enough? I think we might. Let's check our recipes. Alright, so after rice pudding was eggs sunny side up, which I don't have eggs. Maple salmon. We don't have maple syrup though. That's good to look forward to. Cornbread is corn flour and fat. That we do have. Blake, new sub here. Thank you very much for subbing. I appreciate you. Your Xenogears story was really helped me out. That's a hard one to follow. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Xenogears was actually a tough game to recap. Not necessarily because of the plot that was unfolding, although that was part of it. A lot of it was just because it was so chock full of small details that it was hard to trim down what was necessary and what wasn't necessary. Because not everything in that story was necessary. A lot of it was world building, a lot of it was lore, not a lot of it was necessary for the story of the characters. And some characters were just less interesting, just to be for real. And there's also a lot of funny things that happen that I wanted to include. I remember reviewing that script and it taking me a while. And in case anybody's wondering, no, I didn't read Perfect Works or whatever it was. That's not necessary. That's not necessary to understand Xenogears. Yes, it's important for understanding the entire, like, intended vision for Xenogears and what the development was behind it, but you don't need that to understand Xenogears itself. Oh, no, we're not doing that. So we're actually low on quartz. Oops, I planted a... No, I didn't plant anything. Yeah, we need quartz the most right now. We're good. Alright, let's grab some peaches. Let's grab some pears. I know we're gonna need a vegetable garden, but we haven't seen those vegetables just yet. Everybody wants something. What is going on with my windmill? I do like a dash of vodka. A Virgin Caesar. I might want to try one of those. Wait. Yeah, eggs. One egg. Alright, well I guess we're just gonna recycle this egg. You have to think about investment and then the return on the investment. Once we get 6 chickens, we're gonna be drowning in eggs. We're gonna have eggs for days. Jim Jam, why was I put on slow mode? You weren't put on slow mode. I didn't touch anything. I didn't even know that YouTube chat had a slow mode. Don't worry, Jim Jam. There's no mods here, and you're welcome to express your milk opinions. You may have to defend your position, because nobody here, including myself, take things at face value. We love a good discussion. So, if you want to satisfy the crowd, you have to lay down your assertion and then support it. I'd be like, I think the color blue is the best. I mean, you could say that, but so what? you have to justify that a little bit. It makes a much more interesting conversation. Think of it like that. Alright, we need to go after rice pudding is eggs sunny side up, which we don't have. Maple salmon we don't have. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, and then candy. And then got cornbread. Then we have fish sticks. A latte. Coffee, beans, and dairy. Okay, makes sense. Oh wow, that's a... Stella fixes a quick cup. right. Let's see. Next we have... Wow, she even did the whole create a leaf thing. That's pretty cool. Egg salad, which we don't have. Sweet coffee, which we do. Casserole. Corn dog is corn flour and pork. Alright, corn flour and pork. Right there. Okay. This is the life of a completionist. You look at a guide and you do the thing. Wait, we don't have anything growing? For shame. What a waste of this rain. I do like the sound of rain. Alright, we need more cabbages for sure. Alright, let's shear these sheep. Griffin, YouTube will whack you if you post too much too fast. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Griffin. So, good advice in general is everything in moderation, including YouTube chat, apparently. But yeah, Jim Jam, I'm curious, what has spawned your dislike of milk? I'm just gonna get everybody cherries since I have 120 cherries. I'm curious if you have an interesting story to go along with it. I'm always interested in curious, interesting stories. However, you may have to make sure that you pack them all into one post. That way you're not posting too much too quick according to YouTube standards. So I think a part of any discussion is you need to be able to listen to both sides. You don't have to agree, but you should at least listen and consider the other side. Alright, got corn dogs. Fried crawfish, I think, is next. Yeah, alright, so we need crustacean and fat. Shouldn't be an issue. Oh wait, hold on. Do we have a large crustacean? Or is it just crab? Alright. Because when it said fry crawfish, I'm like, do we actually have to use shrimp? Because, Nice. Oh, nice. We are getting more eggs. Alright, hold on. We have one here, so we only need to put 2 more in. Oh, I guess we can only do one at a time. I guess this is a use for fire glow seeds. We're raising our chickens on fire. Yeah, Blaziken, exactly. kind of running low on seeds. I wonder if we're going to run into tomatoes and onions and things like that. Alright, let's go to Oxbury. Much less onions, or lemons. What do we do with lemons? Alright, we have french fries. Next is focaccia. Nice. Focaccia bread is very good. If you want a light, airy. I think it's an Italian bread. Alright, wheat and fat. Okay. Oh crap, where is Oxbury? I'm not a fan of having to look at the map just to find where I can fast travel to. Oxbury, it should be one of these islands, right? Where's it on this side of the map? Oh, that is the big city. Okay. So yeah, we just have to hop, skip, and jump over there. There's also a new island right there too. We could probably. Oh no, it's past the fog wall. We can't go there. Okay. So let's head out to Oxbury. How much money do we have? We have a lot. Okay. $85, $165. Have we done that yet? We must not have. Nice, there's some focaccia bread. Okay. Next is cake, which is flour and sweetener. Cool. Alright, so a couple people want stuff in Oxbury. Let's see what goes down. Oh, Griffin, you're at the part where you're about to assault Holograd? Nice. Oh. Explosion all around you. And then everybody dies and there's nothing after the end. That was great. Stanley's like, I wonder what it's like to die. we getting ready to say goodbye to Comrade Stanley? Hold on, Giovanni. I only asked 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
He likes fine dining. We never figured out the other thing he likes. What would a weird, pretentious person like to drink or eat? Oh, you know what? He probably liked that fancy latte. He seems like a latte guy. Yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
You're the type of guy who always hangs around Starbucks and thinks they know better. That's a spicy meatball. Oh, so he likes all stimulants in general. Okay. Don't choke on your spaghetti. Okay. Well, everybody's going to bed for tonight, so I can't exactly ask around. Cake. Alright. Now that we have cake... Meat stew. Meat and... Oh, wait, did we already do that? Yeah, we already did meat stew. Alright. Pancakes, surf and turf, fried mushrooms, mushroom and fat. Man, we need to go back and farm some mushrooms. We have like 2 mushrooms. Alright. Giovanni's still camping on the couch even though he has his own lounge. What a bum. Alright. Let's once again review what we can and cannot build. We need 2 more silica powder. I was gonna say, let's go get the smithy up and running. Starbucks isn't fancy coffee, it's just burnt bits straight into a cup. Harsh. But I wasn't talking so much about Starbucks itself, I was talking about the type of people who enjoy the type of drinks that are served at Starbucks. Was more the comment that I was making. You sleep on the floor despite having a bed right next to you? Rough. Actually, I guess sometimes that is comfortable. I have a couch that I love sleeping on. It's just so very comfortable. Let's see. Alright, next is cup of tea. After cup of tea is meat pie, which is meat and flour. Any meat and flour? I guess so. Alright then, meat and flour it is. Oh, Jim Jam. I should probably warn you that before you think about saying anything mean in chat, the type of people that hang out in my chat aren't little children. Most people are actually in the 24 to 34 crowd. And so they're either A, unimpressed by anybody trying to flex on the internet, or B, so cynical that anything you say isn't in any way worse than what they hear in real life because they actually have jobs and talk to real people. So, just giving you a fair warning that you're not like in a Reddit forum or 4chan. You're actually in a forum of people who know how to speak for themselves. So... just giving you a fair warning, because I don't think you know what you're asking for. Okay. No, I went out there, and I said I was gonna get silica powder, and I totally didn't get silica powder. Man. Alright. Out of curiosity, since you posed the question anyway, what were the mean things you were planning on saying? I'm genuinely curious. I want to see what mean things you could possibly say. Keep in mind, YouTube chat does have a filter against the usual, like, profanity, so to me, you'd have to be a little bit more creative than just, like, base profanity. To me, if you just throw base profanity, that's, like, elementary school level. That's, like, the stuff that little kids are impressed by. It's like, oh, he said a swear. That's something that, like, the kids on the bus would go, ooh, at. But it's like all of us are, like, not all of us, but most of us are adults here, so it's like we typically swear, so that really wouldn't be that offensive. I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious. Like, what would be the mean thing you were going to say? Go ahead and throw it out there. We'll rate your meanness on a mean scale. I think we have all the buildings other than the crusher that we need. You also forget too that you may or may not know this, that I also, you know, since you're watching on it, I have a channel on YouTube, and YouTube comments can say literally whatever they want. So I am incredibly doubtful you can say anything that's actually mean. Ah, so here's how we get stuff. All right. Oh boy, we're gonna need a lot more silica powder. We're gonna need a lot more silica powder. I guess you could say it's a safe challenge. I should also, I guess, fair warning, I'm a cynic. So as a cynic, it also is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can fit one more egg. As a cynic, we're already, like, not impressed by most of the world. Jim Jam, come on. You promised us. You promised you were gonna say something mean. Say something mean, come on. If you're afraid of anybody banning you, there's no mods in this chat. If that's what's holding you back. There is an auto filter, like I said, for most profane things. So if you're trying to say something like that's a slur or racist, then that's just considered like low level stuff and it's already filtered out. So I wouldn't be able to see it if you did write it. So if you wrote it and it included it, you'll have to know that nobody saw it. That's just the auto filter that YouTube has. So you have to like step up. You have to be able to, it's like a creative exercise. Say something so mean that it not only bypasses the YouTube language filter, but also hits the target in a way that actually hurts them. That's an interesting language challenge when you think about it. Let's see. What's next after meat pie? Crepes. Wheat flour and milk or cream. Let's see. We're running low on wheat flour. Does yogurt count as cream? It doesn't. Oh, it can be made into cheese. Sweet, let's do that. So rap battle without the rhythm rhyme scene? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, I'm looking for entertainment at this point. Like, I'm enjoying this. This is super chill. So, when somebody's like, yo, I got something that's gonna burn, it's like, cool, lay it down. Which you can't say, but it would block it out. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like, if you're presenting something that would have either base profanity or slurs, then just being real, Jim Jam, that's a pretty weak game. Like, that's like low-level stuff, bottom-tier stuff. It would probably hurt some people that were either unfamiliar, and so the shock would hit them, or have thin skin, or are so sheltered that that sort of language would, you know, hurt them, or they would take it personally. People that are usually kind of insecure would take it personally. So that's like the level it's at. The next tier up to hurt people, if you're going to be using words, is you have to get inside their head. That's what you have to do. You have to think about what would actually... You have to be consider the other person if you're going to hurt them properly. You have to think about what they care about and hurt them. It depends on the security of the person you're dealing with. But everybody has different buttons to push. And learning how to get past the initial defense and then pushing that button while also their guard is up, that's the next level up. Giving you some friendly advice. Because if your burn game is just throwing words out there that might be hurtful, that's minor league stuff, man. That's minor league stuff. I'm inviting you to step up your game. Alright, we might as well grow fire glow seeds because we can feed our chickens fire glow seeds. Alright. So let's get some yogurt going. And make some cheese. I don't think we've encountered anything that requires cheese, but there might be. Oh, and the other thing you have to understand too, Jim Jim, is if you are encountering another troll, then base words don't work against like base trolls. You have to understand that. Some of us are very instigation friendly, shall we say? And oh wow, Giovanni's actually looking to take a way out. Oh, so Giovanni's planning on leaving. But what about Astrid? I don't feel like I should go without Astrid. Crepes. Wait, did we mean to do crepes? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's see. Wonton soup. Next is sweet yogurt. Oh, I think we deposited both our yogurts, so we can't do that just yet. We'll stick around. We've been cooking a lot. Let's get some stuff going. Alright. I know Giovanni wants to go, but I'm gonna wait for Astrid. Add Gustav, add Bruce Indicate. Alright. At least someone died in the end. Oh, you're hanging out here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what do we have that's plain? Very nice. Boop, boop, boop. There you are. No, don't go, don't go. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, we need something exotic.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Alright, so we got his review. All two people, 100% ratio. Nice. So we have one person who wants to visit the Everdor.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Alright. We need to blacksmith some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oof. Alright, we need to check what we need to make first. Because each of these require a lot of ore. So we need to be crafting on an as-need basis. Alright, so, like, Mickey needs 2 crystal glass sheets and 2 bronze sheets. Actually, he needs a lot of clear... Okay, we need a bunch of clear glass sheet, good lord. Alright. It's a good thing I put on top of the crusher, because I think we're going to need a lot of that too. So we need silicon powder. Alright. Which I think we're low of on quartz, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright. Back to the turtle lady. Actually, wait, hold on. There was somebody else who needed something in Oxbury. Okay, yeah, we need to go to the woodworker. Uh-oh, Jim Jam. I warned you. I warned you. If you try to throw a rock at the current nest, if you don't have X level of skill when it comes to being able to properly roast people on the internet, this is a little bit more of an advanced course, this crowd here. I appreciate you trying, but I did warn you, this arena might be above your skill level. And I can tell just from your reactions you're getting overwhelmed. So... you may want to quit while you're ahead, friendly advice. Because I could tell a couple of people there are kind of running circles around you. These guys are vets. I'm telling you. I told you. I warned you. I tried to be on your side. I warned you. Go buy this key to Oxbury. Let's get some meat. Yeah, see, Jim Jam, you're over-explaining yourself. And one thing you have to understand when it comes to proper discussion is every time you project or make a presumptive statement like what you just did, you're exposing the exact thing you're afraid of. Like, it's like that old saying, you know, when you judge others, you bring judgment onto yourself. It's kind of like that. Especially when you say stuff like, it seems like you're taking offense, but it's also like you feel insulted. Well, nobody here is. I don't know if you noticed this, but you're being played around with. And then when you say that you're playing around and haven't said anything insulting, but then you went back and said that you did say something, but it got filtered out, so we wouldn't have any way of knowing because you weren't able to outscale the language filter, which what I told you in the first part is that you have to be able to at least get above that level. If you can't even overcome that hurdle, like, you're kind of wasting your time. I hate to say it. Trust me, we love a good roast. We love a good troll. But you also kind of have to be a little bit better. So we're trying to help you. No need to get defensive. We're trying to help you. Everybody here is in support of you trying to be better at your YouTube word game. We all have a vested interest in it. Oh, and see, that's another thing that you must be new to the internet, where it's like, hey, I said this, but in some unverifiable way, I can say I'm also immune from scrutiny from saying something else. Oh, well, if that's the case, then anybody can say anything and claim without any sort of viable reason that they're free of any sort of retort because they can't really prove anything. It's like, man, did you even think about the thing you just said? It's funny.
Oh.
Nice. Treasure. Like, regardless of... Another thing, too, is when people are like, well, I'm X many years old, I'm this many years old. There are plenty of people that are, despite whatever their biological age is, they're not very advanced, shall we say, just mentally or emotionally. That's why they call certain people man-children. Because, yeah, you may be old, but you basically have the mentality of, like, a 12-year-old. Things like that. Yeah, like... The people in this crowd are a little bit higher grade than what you're up against. You may want to, I don't know, stick around and observe, learn something. Or if you do want to practice, which I encourage you to do, you can try saying something. Try saying something, you know, work on your roast game, and we'll help. We'll provide useful feedback and critique. Like I said, we're trying to help you. Oh, I just noticed. Look in the background. Look in the background, the constellations. Those are the people we brought to the Everdoor. They got turned into constellations. I never noticed that. I mean, we see that happen, but I didn't know that's actually something you see in the world. That's so cool. Starshine, yeah, you nailed it on the head. The fact that even saying that word, thinking it's going to be offensive to us, is already that was your first mistake. It's like, man, you do not know what you stepped in. Oh, that's funny. Did we get everything we need here? On the roof? I think we did. Alright. I'm willing to bet that the woodworker that we need is inside one of these buildings, so we would have had to fork over 10k anyway. at least we're getting a lot of treasure. Kyle Boston be all over that bit? Oh, for sure. 100%. Kyle could outplay anybody here. Kyle's level of literally word judo is that he's like ace tier. So yeah, like all of us can learn from Kyle in terms of getting on top of that game. Alright, so the door's not here. We need a door into this building. I guess it's at ground level. Hey, you a blacksmith? Or a woodsmith? Where is the woodsmith? Oh yeah, and Jim Jam, I almost forgot. Forget everything that we said earlier. I still haven't heard from you the story of why you dislike milk. Like, I'm genuinely curious what your story and rationale behind it is. If you actually have like a poignant point to it. So if you're still in chat, I am genuinely, not even trolling, I am genuinely curious what your rationale for disliking milk is. There's not going to be any judgment. I just want you to express your position. Nice, amethyst. Can I talk to you first person? How did you know I didn't leave? I didn't, I was bluffing. I just, you know, felt that you probably didn't. So I just talked to you as if you were. If you stay silent, I actually... Well, there is a way for me to actually check. It's not as simple as like Twitch. Twitch, it tells you exactly everyone who's in chat, including bots. But YouTube, not so much. But it wouldn't have mattered. Because I have faith that you're somebody who does want to be better. And so I was hoping that you would stick around, so that way you can learn something. Or grow a little bit as a person. And that starts with telling your milk story. I hope it's like a funny story. It's because it's way too sweet. You don't like sweet things, and the feeling it gives your mouth is just disgusting. I don't like cheese either. It's just gross. Out of curiosity, what kind of milk are you drinking? Because milk is a base. It's literally not sweet. If anything, because of its high pH, it's actually more acidic. I mean, I guess it also depends because, like, whole milk has more protein, so perhaps you think it tastes sweeter, but it doesn't actually, it's not actually as sweet. So, and you don't like the feeling it gives your mouth. Interesting. So you have a, perhaps you have an issue with its viscosity, is what you're telling me. And cheese gives you the same feeling. Well, what kind of cheese? Because there's many, many kinds of cheese. Are you talking about, like, cheddar? Sharp cheddar? Pepper jack? Just don't say, like, Kraft singles. Because that's American cheese is kind of a joke because it's not technically cheese. It's a synthetic product. In which case, I can understand your dislike of it. It's actually healthy for you if you don't eat that stuff. Where is this craftsman? I swear I'm checking every single building. I'm going crazy. Provolone? Oh, interesting choice. Can you describe the texture with which you dislike it? Because I can tell you right now, I actually am a person who is also very prone to textures. There are certain textures I do not like. I don't like any soupy-based textures. I also dislike textures that are kind of granular, like most rice, corn, like by itself. I just dislike the way they feel. So I can understand that aspect of it. I'm always just curious to see other people's perspectives on that. Did we talk to that person in the window? I want to say we did. Maybe they're not. Watch them not even be in a building. Watch them be on the street. See, the fact that they're not saying anything is weird to me. Where is this person? I have a quick question. How tall were each of you at age 13? I have no idea, man. That is a specific question. 13 years old is so long ago, I would have no way of remembering how tall I was at that age. It's not like I'm 14 years old and it was just last year. And you know, like being a teenager, you would care about that sort of thing. Fortunately, the world's a big place and your height doesn't actually matter. People that are insecure about height, either people being insecure about being too tall or insecure about being too short, the world's big where it doesn't matter. If you encounter somebody who cares that much about it, just move on. The world's big. There's plenty of people who do not care because it literally isn't a factor in most things you do. Are there some professions where height is more preferable? Sure. But there's also thousands more where it doesn't matter. So it's like, oh yeah, well, height matters in this job. It's like you have to be, you know, you actually, if you're too tall, you can't be a fighter pilot, for example. You know. So, it's all relative is the easy answer. Where the heck is this person? I'm not crazy, right? It says working in a cafe. We were at the cafe. There was nobody there. Are they the lemon person? We were just here. I swear. Man, we were just talking to this person. They didn't want to say anything. Okay. Clearly there's something else that we're missing. I'm not paying 450,000 glims. Alright, so we're just gonna abandon this quest because I don't know, can't figure it out. Oh, thanks. Alright. Before we can start making slates, we first have to go get some more quartz. So let's go back. Man, I thought we were gonna get some progress today. Cool. King salmon. Nice. Alright, he likes breakfast cereal. Or he likes breakfast in general. I'm not giving my bacon and eggs. Oh, he also likes desserts too, that's right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Rain. Oh, we'll give him some candy. Have some candy. Since we're gonna need lots of quartz. Olga, if you would do me that favor, thank you so much. Or, your arena, sorry. You guys look so alike. Okay. How about we visit some of the new islands we get. Actually, no, what am I talking about? We have treasure we're supposed to go to. We have treasure. We have a treasure map. What the heck am I thinking? $85, $165. So right here. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm telling you, if Comrade Stanley wants me to build a bomb, not happening. People are entitled to their own opinion. Anybody who thinks that, that's a runaway statement. That's actually a logical fallacy when you think that your uneducated, irrelevant opinion is equal in value as somebody's educated or perhaps more relevant opinion and or possibly fact input. when somebody has that, well, I'm entitled to my own opinion, they're attempting to diminish the value of the other person's argument and equate it to their own ignorance. It's like, you gotta love that. It's a defensive statement. People like to tell it because it makes them feel better about themselves. Whoa, Comrade Stanley is ready to go. I'm okay with that. Comrade Stanley's a little bit of a loose cannon, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, know what I'm saying, know what I'm saying. Our chickens go through a lot of seed. Comrade Stanley's early death was a result of his harsh conditions he faced growing up in a communist world. You're not wrong. I feel like we should grow sunflower seeds because sunflower seeds generate more sunflower seeds. It's a self-perpetuating product. Alright, so here's the thing. If we go to the Everdoor, who goes first? Giovanni or Stanley, or both? Maybe we should wait for Astrid, so Astrid should go with her ex-husband. I think this is the closest one. Whenever somebody says, I'm entitled to my own opinion, what I believe they are actually expressing in so many words is just saying, I don't feel you're listening to me, so this is a statement expressing the fact that I don't feel I'm being listened to. I feel is really more the context of that statement. Because when people whip out that particular argument, that's usually what they're saying. I'm entitled to my own opinion, which is, I want to still assert myself, but I don't feel that you're listening to me. Which is still a logical fallacy, because it's coming much more from an emotional tone. And Module Cell, thank you so much for your generosity. Fist bump back to you, man. I appreciate you. Jax, Astrid's story won't advance till Giovanni's gone. Oh. Alright then. Alright, so we need... Let's get a list of this. So we need 2 clear glass sheets, 4 clear glass sheets, 2 brass, 2 bronze, 2 crystal. Good lord. Ah, okay. $85, $165. Let's do some fishing. I haven't done fishing in a while. Alright, so today we're going to say goodbye to Giovanni and Comrade Stanley. The seal's like, oh boy, can't move at night? If only you were a fast-traveling seal. Alright, well, since it's at night, let's do our rounds. Alright. Let's make a bunch of copper. Actually, pretty soon I need to get a water break. Talked a lot today. I overstepped it. Boo. Alright, let's see what we can actually make. Starshine, how has the writing been so far for the characters? Of what I've seen from your stream, you seem to be rather fond of how they're handled, but overall, how would you rate it? In terms of the writing for the characters, the writing for the dialogue, which has developed the characters, has been very good. Not just very good, like this is above average writing. I almost want to say this is exceptional writing, because the way the characters are written, they are not written with any pretense of being fictional characters. These could easily be real people. Like, I feel like we're almost listening on real psychiatric sessions of how real the conversations are. It requires somebody who's been around. So if you're on the, you know, not teenage side of thing, if you were around after Marley and Me was created as a movie, then you probably have had life experiences that are completely relatable to what the characters here are talking about. Oh, you can just make 5 at a time. Why don't I just do that? And so because of that, because of just simply how strong that is and how relatable, it hits you in an area where it's like, this is directly speaking to people. Oh, we just put it into works. It just works. Oh, never mind. Okay. One brass sheet. I just hit it once. Oh, I see. We have to wait for the hammer to cool down. Okay, I see. That's the trick to this game. Alright, so we need more zinc ingots real fast. I know we need a bunch of bronze sheets. I wish you could do more than one at a time. We need to do charge ones for this one. Alright. What's the minigame here? So the minigame here is you have to time the strikes, the proper type of strike with the metal. If you look closely at the hammer that Stella has, it'll glow hot red and then kind of cool down to that sort of solar orange. You don't want to overheat your hammer, if you will. But different strokes for different ores. Alright, we need silica. We don't even have gold. Alright, so we need silica. We need silica. Oh, carbon powder. We probably need to crush coal that way. Alright, so let's just start making some zinc and silica. Zinc and silica, zinc and silica. Looks like we need some of this too. We need a lot more than that. Good news is that looking up there, it's okay taking the long way around. You can crush an egg. I don't think I want to. Eggs are too precious. Uh-oh. Did we arrive? Oh. Nice. The sawmill upgrade, that'll be so clutch. Where is my sawmill? Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We need a crusher upgrade, is what we're gonna need. Oh, actually, we can do the crusher upgrade. Comet powder, carbon powder. Oh, we can do this. We're doing it the hard way. We're doing it the pleb way. We're doing it the uneducated way that people who grew up past the time of Marley and me would know.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna forge for me? Forge for me.
Uh-huh.
You know, I never did ask Jim Jim. Jim Jim, if you're still there, you may or may not be. You may be lurking. But if you are, I am curious. Which of the recaps brought you to my channel? I'm curious. I'm always very curious to see the type of sub-community that comes up from certain types of game atmospheres. It's always fascinating to learn. Especially for someone as young as yourself. Alright, that should be enough comet powder. Let's get some coal. Because, yeah, we're gonna need a lot more materials, especially silica powder for all the smelting and we need to do, or the foundry stuff we need to do, the blacksmithing. I know we're not moving right now, but gosh darn it, I want to get this crusher upgrade. We're now at the point where our chores are outnumbering us. Alright, that should be good. You can always take time to water the flowers. Alright, so we didn't find the dude in Oxbury. You need to go. You need to go. Oh, actually, I think we can build that picture frame right now because we have glass. Me bottled ectoplasm. Oh, no, blah, blah. Crap, where did we get bottled ectoplasm? Where did we get bottled ectoplasm? What was that? What minigame was that? That's bright jelly. Where the heck did we get bottled ectoplasm? This is Nebula, yeah. Ectoplasm was Stanley? Yeah, but from where? Like, how did we get it, though? I wonder if we talk to him if he'll give us something. Oh, that's right, the bug thing. You're right, you're right. Shit, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oof, brutal. Have a good night, Justin. Hope you enjoy the Gym Jam discussion. Alright, well, I don't know if we got enough for that, but... we did. Alright, so that's 1% upgraded. We got an achievement. I'm ready to die now. Oh, the yogurt. I think we should have a final feast. 3 of our favorite dinner companions. Well, I'm not going to invite the people that I'm getting ready to say goodbye to. So I guess that leaves Gustav, Astrid, and Mac. Corn dogs, got it. Noodle soup. I think we have that already. So corn dog, noodle soup. Corn dog, noodle soup. Tuna tataki. Did we not have the ability to tuna tataki? Yeah, it needs a savory veggie. Shit, where do we find that? I'm literally looking up. Savory veggies are onions, garlic, and olives. I have seen none of those. So I guess we're gonna have to postpone this dinner for a while because of Gustav. Actually, let's try looking at these new islands. These new islands might have us. No, that's fog again. Um, Oh, that's right, I forgot there's gold over here that we can't get to just yet. I wonder if we have the ability to get the fog thing now. Hold on. Oh, actually we might. Crystal glass sheet. And we need 2 spirit flowers that we're about to get to. And we need a bunch of silk. Oh, we can do this. We just need to eject 2 people. I mean, help 2 people pass on. Which we'll do in just a second. But for now, let's take a very quick break. Everyone stay hydrated. So, pause. Okay, I'm back. Whoa. Let's say we go to the Everdor right now, since we need to start saying goodbye to some people. You know, compared to the other people that we were sending away. Oh, it's sleepy time, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, what was the upgrade we needed again? I completely blanked out. Ah, there we go. Maximum crushing. I remember we had that crusher upgrade that we found from a treasure bottle thing earlier. We need to get a windmill upgrade that just, it doesn't suck. Alright, quick check of everybody's room. Clear glass sheet. Let's just do one thing at a time. Clear glass sheet. Oh, we need zinc. We need zinc. I forgot we needed zinc. So Starshine, think of all the passengers as your spirit. After you die, you can almost say that you become your spirit animal, or perhaps an animal that represents you when you were once alive. We're not literally ferrying a bunch of animals. We're ferrying the spirits of people that lived real lives, and in the afterlife, 'cause this is the afterlife, we are helping ease their journey as they cross over. By the way, I can't actually tell who's in chat, because that's a function that YouTube does provide. But I can tell that Jim Jam isn't too familiar with this environment, and so he probably didn't know that. He probably thought this was Twitch, which actually Twitch is even easier. It literally tells you everybody's in chat, like I said. Jim Jam is a wonderful, wonderful example of a type of person I love. Oh, clear glass sheet. Did we not do clear glass sheet? We did crystal sheet, didn't we? Of the type of person that I love. Love, love, love. Those of you at home you love. I love tryhard trolls. They're the best. They taste so delicious. They're a little lean on the meat, because they're usually young and not very well developed, shall we say. They don't make for the most interesting conversation, but they are so fun to just play with. Because they're like little puppies. They're like little puppies that aren't full. They have all this energy. They just don't know where to put it. And so it's fun to just kind of like wave a little toy in front of them and just watch them go crazy. It's kind of adorable, really. Because Shadows knows that, especially when we were working together, I loved it. I loved it when people walked into the store and tried to flex. It's like, oh baby, you just made my day. I love this. I love chewing on people like that and spitting them out. So easy. They make it so easy. They trip on their words all the time. Because they're usually framed in emotions, and they're thinking that you will also resonate with the emotions they have. And therefore, if they get riled up, you get riled up. If they get loud, you get loud. That's the only way they perceive it. They're projecting their own personality, strengths, and insecurities onto the world. Again, it's a very immature view. And because of that, they don't know what to do when they're faced with people who have literally no investment in them, who don't care about them, and can completely ignore them because they know they're just a temporary distraction. AKA people like me, people like Shadows, people like some of you, like Umbra and all that, who I know can absolutely just like, whatever. It's like, is that the best you can do? It's like, if you A, have children, or B, are a teacher, or you work in the retail environment around children, you already know how to deal with kids like that. It's like, oh my god, kid, bring up your A game. It's hilarious. Dr. Mouse, how are you? Thank you for joining chat. And they usually go for the easy, like the low-hanging fruit. Like, I'm going to try to make fun of something you like. I'm going to try to say the thing you like sucks. I'm going to make fun of your face or your picture or a physical feature. Like, superficial stuff. It's like, oh my god. That's why I was like, kid. There's an elementary school playground down the street where that level of game works. But you gotta up your game here. You gotta up your game here. Hamburger Homicide. I like that name, by the way. It reminds me of Death Clock. Hamburger Time. Actually, that's gonna be the final episode of Spiritfarer is gonna be Hamburger Time. Metalocalypse, man. Did that show actually end? I know it got canceled, and they said they were gonna bring it back, but I think it got canceled again because it left on such a cliffhanger. Have you done the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I have not. Because you know why? They're not done with that story yet. They're not even done with the first game yet. Hamburger Homicide, I don't know if you ever watched my Final Fantasy VII Remake review, but in it, I begin and end with a comment that I will say Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to have additional installments, and I was completely right. And it's not like I'm psychic, it's just that Square for the last 20 years has created a game, and then afterwards they create a supplementary installment to the story. They just keep doing it. It's not surprising. So until Intergrade comes out, and who knows if that's even going to be the final part, Final Fantasy VII Remake will not be done until that point. You can do Chapter 1. Well, let's just say Intergrade is part of Chapter 1. Can't do Intergrade yet. Because Intergrade happens, it's what's happening with Tifa and Barrett while Cloud is hanging out with Aerith. Alright, let's go visit Olga real fast. Eggs and Bacon, by the way, that is a delicious name. Fantastic. Just drop in and say, great at what you do. Thank you. Honestly, would have finished Danganronpa if it weren't for your recap. You gotta give yourself more credit. I think you could finish it, but you're right. I'm glad I could save you some time, effort, and money. Shadows, what kids today don't realize is that adults were once kids too. That, first of all, is very true. And they went to a school when people were allowed to be much meaner than these kids today. I know you're right. Like, kids today, like, the stuff they tried to make fun of was like baby stuff compared to the stuff you had to grow up in. Especially if you grew up in like a city school. Which for elementary school I did. Shout out to PS164. I didn't like that school. But, you know, whatever. And, yeah, if you grew up in a rough school, whatever. Especially if you're like me, who I was the shortest kid in class. Let me tell you what I do. You get bullied all the time, so you deal with bullies. And you know how I learned to deal with bullies, the way that they stopped? First, you do try to talk to them. The smarter ones will recognize they're being talked to. The dumb ones just need to be punched in the face until they stop. Either way works. Would it be nice if we could just talk our way out of situations? Absolutely. But sometimes some people just don't want that. You know, communication is a two-way street. And if somebody's trying to make it a one-way street, you're just going to have to aggressively negotiate otherwise. I need to make the sink. But yeah, Hamburger Homicide, as soon as Final Fantasy Remake is done being part 1, and they start working on part 2 for real, then yeah, that's when I'll probably do it too. That's why I usually wait about a year after a game comes out, because that seems to be the time when they want to add a little bit of DLC to give it a little bit of a post-release bump in sales. Or perhaps, like what they're doing right now, promote another port or re-release or director's cut or Game of the Year edition or completed or any of those versions. So many companies try doing the same thing. You kind of see the patterns after a while. Also, you're the only one who knows about the 7 trilogy because no one has looked at the series. Dude, I'm telling you, man. When people talk about Final Fantasy VII, I'm like, yeah, what about Before Crisis? Or Crisis Core? Like, what's Crisis Core? I'm like, Jesus Christ. You don't know, like, in my opinion, Crisis Core is the best of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Even Dirge of Cerberus. I got a huge uptick of Dirge of Cerberus views because a lot of people came in thinking that was Final Fantasy VII Part 2. And all you can do is just chuckle and be like, oh, it's okay. Just hear the story, come around, educate yourself, and then, yes, laugh at the absurdity. Laugh at the weirdness of Deep Ground. Laugh at the weirdness of them retconning Vincent becoming a world-ending weapon. Laugh at the fact that Hojo downloaded himself to become an internet ghost. Yes. Just take it in stride, man. I forget where I said I was going to go. I was right, I was saying I was going to visit Olga, and then we're going to go to Kate. Is a Crisis Core the one with Zack? Yes. And it is very well written. Because it is impressive that you can have such character development and attachment to a character that you know is going to die. That's very impressive. That it can still be so moving. It was also written by... God, what's his name? He's the director who he also directed Parasite Eve and Final Fantasy 15 and Type 0. God, and he left Square Enix. I'm trying to remember. It begins with a T. But that guy. It's just funny that I agree with his philosophy. He believes that the strongest stories are characters that forge their character traits through struggle and actual overcoming of it. It builds character, and I would agree with that. I do believe that unless you're challenged, you can't really claim to stand for the values you claim to stand for, unless you actually have to stand and fight for them. I agree. So many people are like, I stand for this, I stand for that. Well, if you've never been challenged on that, how do we really know the level of your conviction? You know, talk is cheap. So, yeah. Oh, you're talking about 999 and its sequels, by the way. Okay, sorry. But you are right, though. People don't know too much about the 7 trilogy. And even less people, far less people, know about the Zero Escape series. Especially since it basically, you know, died. RIP Zero Escape series. Shadows and I actually got the special edition after it was maybe not going to be made at all. It got crowdfunded, sort of. I wasn't joking when only 25,000 copies were made. I still have one of my copies. Whoa, look at the cat. Another weird cat glitch. I remember Shadow's watch broke because part of it was the pre-order bonus is you get the little watch. The wristwatch, and I still have mine, but that thing was kind of cheap. And I remember Shadow's broke. Tabata, thank you. Yep. Tabata. I like his style. He does character development the best. No one else comes close when it comes to telling character stories like he does. You may not like all of them, but he tells them a far better quality than, you know, Yoshinori Kitase, Ito even, who I really adore, and Sakaguchi, because those aren't really primary his focus. Tabata focused on characters, and he did a really good job of those. Nomura, of course. Nomura thinks he talks about characters. He talks around characters. He doesn't really talk about characters. I should plant trees. I know, let's not leave just, yeah, let's plant some trees. Yep, thank you. I don't know if mine survived, given how fragile it is, the move. I know I would have packed it as well as I could, but oof, that thing was already kind of jank. It's a novelty though. At least you know it doesn't. It's not going to be back anytime soon. Can we just sail here? Yeah, we can. We can just sail here. Let's check our windmill because we haven't been getting flour anytime soon. Sorry for talking a lot. Nah, it's okay, man. Hamburger, it's perfectly cool to talk as much or as little as you want. However, as we found out from a previous contributor to chat, apparently YouTube has a limit on how often you can post and will put you in slow mode if you talk too much. Go figure. It's not me who's doing that. There's no admins here, so if you do that, sorry, but it's outside of my control. But yeah, no, if you want to have a conversation, absolutely. I love having a conversation. Everyone here, you know, stick around and you'll figure out, like everyone else here, that I do love a good long-winded rant. Or if I have a soapbox I can get on top of. Or if you want to practice your word slinging game, like another person tried to, and unfortunately, just needs to go back to the drawing board. A little too unprepared. Oh, how do we make coal again? We figured it out. How do we make it? Was it sawdust? Was it baking sawdust? Made coal? You want to have a conversation? Sure, have a conversation. I can't converse much about Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, though. Can't say those are the games that I've ever really played. I actually never played Stardew Valley. I only played a little bit of Animal Crossing early to just kind of know that, not really my thing. I don't think Giovanni regrets his words or deeds one bit. I think he's gonna go smiling smugly with 2 fingers up in the air as he passes through the door. He's like, F my old wife. F my ex. You know what? Let's catch lightning in a bottle. We haven't done that in a while. We might be running low. Personally, I enjoyed all the crazy sci-fi that was going on. I know some people don't like their sci-fi to be more the fictitious and the scientific side, but I like to point out that's the whole point of sci-fi. Some people are like, they got time travel wrong, or they got, what is it, the morphogenetic field. They got that totally wrong. Like, I didn't realize that we were doing existing morphogenetic field exercises for us to have a factual basis on this. Last I checked, this was sci-fi, and it's okay to have goofy interpretations of things like morphogenetic fields and time travel. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if you noticed this, but it's kind of anime. I love how all my favorite game series are dead. Castlevania, 999. You know, Shadows and I were just talking about that yesterday, of how many horror series, don't sell outside of course, Resident Evil, and how many horror series people think of when they think of, here, a horror series, and how many they think of that are still alive. Because the mass majority of the ones you're thinking of are all dead. The last Silent Hill game, for example, was what was it, 2012? It was the one on the Vita that was terrible. Because it tried to beat Diablo. That rain did all these sunflowers good. Stanley, I'm gonna be with you just a minute. I'm just pulling out some fire glow seeds. Don't worry, you passing on is very important to me. I'm just, you know, taking the time because I'm here to do this. I get the feeling Stanley is a kid that killed himself. like real talk, I kind of get that feeling that he was a kid who killed himself. Given the way he's talking about his old parents and the way his parents always either didn't like him or didn't like him, the way he was childish, like the part especially where they were telling him like jump, jump, and then all he saw was the sky and then the wind in his hair. I'm like, did he commit suicide by leaping off a building? Crazy.